All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Asukwa James and BK Ora here. All right, let's move straight to our third conversation. A leader's vision is often tested in the early days of governance, revealing both challenges and opportunities. The governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebholo, recently marked his first 100 days in office, reflecting on his administration's journey so far in an exclusive interview with Babajide Kolade Otitoju. Governor Okpebholo shared insights on governance, development, and his commitment to transforming the state. From infrastructure to economic policies, he outlined his plans to improve the lives of residents while navigating the complexities of leadership. Let's share the interview with you.
This is an exclusive interview with the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo. Your Excellency, it's good to be here in your state after many years and to have this conversation with you. You've been in office for 100 days. How have you found the job of steering the affairs of Edo State?
Thank you very much. I'm happy to receive you into Edo. I want to let you know that our doors are open to everybody that comes in here. It has been an interesting thing that for the past 100 days now, we've been here trying to pilot the affairs of the state. We met a lot of decay in the system, but what do? First is to see that there's serious reform in the public sector and put security in place. That's exactly what we are doing. That is why you see there is calmness, there is peace in Edo State. During Christmas, there was no killing. You can leave your home, leave the door open, no thief will come into your house because of decisive steps we took. So for a leader who wants to govern the people, I'm also putting God first. That is the most important thing in my life. Thank you.
Now, we saw you take practical steps to bring back Edo line, the old Bende line that is very dear to the people. Why did you make this a priority?
This question is very important to me because as a little boy then, we used to enter when we were coming from Ishan to Benin, wherever we are traveling to. The only transport system that comes to our mind is Edo line. We must wait for Edo line. When I grew up, Edo line was still working. But over a period of time, I'm not seeing Edo line again. Now that I have opportunity, I have to bring it back. I have no reason not to bring it back because I felt that Edo people deserve the best. And nothing in Edo that lives in Edo should die. We will not allow anything that exists here in the former or in the present to die. Edo line is very dear to Edo people. So that's one of the reasons why I feel the system should have Edo line. And we also key into Mr. President, the New Hope agenda. We are bringing back hope to the commoners. In Edo, we need to force the transportation down. The system, we need to bring prices down. And the only way we can do it is to inject the system with 100 buses that will take people from here to any state you can think of and to any local government you can think of. We're going to add more by the grace of God. Things will work in Edo State. Hope is rekindled and people are beginning to see a new dawn in Edo State. This is not the Edo they used to know 2-3 years ago.
When will people begin to see these buses on the road?
Any moment from now. The buses are there. You have seen them. You went around it. And it was commissioned by our leader, Comrade Adam Sushomole. So it's just for us to kickstart, to get in touch with every state where we have our property. Put managers there to manage those places. That's just all. It's left for the transport authority to... Everything is in their hands now.
Now, let's talk about your 5-point agenda. After becoming governor, did you at any point think that you should retweak the 5-point agenda, or you are going along with them?
My 5-point agenda was very clear when I was campaigning. Up to now, it's still very clear. Everything I do is within that 5-point agenda. Look at infrastructure, look at roads, look at schools, health system, security. You were there when we commissioned our 75 HELOSes for security and security gadgets. So with all this, I've not gone out of my 5-point agenda, and I want to make sure that I do more for people to see, to know, yes, when you say, you do it. We believe in practical governance, and that's exactly why you see us. We don't sit in the office, few minutes in the office, do the administrative work, and then go out and do the needful. And we'll continue to do it because our heart is burning to develop Edo State.
We traveled to Ekpoma, and we saw the state of the road. It would seem that with the experience you have of traveling on that road, you have chosen to prioritize that very important road that is also an access to the north central of our country. What exactly prompted you to go this far with the road?
This particular road we are talking about, that is the gateway to the country itself. It connects the east, south, and west, north. So if that road is no more traveled, a lot of commercial activities will slow down. I remember about 3 years ago, you can't pass that road. Even the former governor now went and wrote big signboard that this is, bear with us, this is federal road. Then the Buhari was not planning that road. The people that planned that road are Edo people.
Yes,
mostly. They are our people. Then Buhari was the president, and he cannot come to Edo by road. And the people that were suffering are Edo people. Even me, I suffered it. There was a day I was traveling from Isham to Abuja. I'm telling you, we slept between Ewu and Auchi. So I never see myself as somebody who will have opportunity and I will not fix that road. Now that the opportunity is there, that is why you see what you are saying. Before now, for you to say you are traveling to Isham, to Ekpoma, you spend 3 hours. In less than 45 minutes, we're already there. And work is still ongoing. So I believe we are going to do more, and that road will be fixed. To me, I'm thanking the president for the support, because without him, it can't happen. It can't happen. Anytime I see him, he say, my friend, how is Edo State? You know, that question speaks volume.
Yes.
When he said, how is Edo State, he's telling you how is the security of Edo, how is the infrastructure in Edo, how are the people of Edo State. So he cares.
And he cares about
he cares about me too. You know. So I'm happy to identify myself with him, and I'm happy to be his political son right now. And to God be the glory.
And there is also the Sapele Road, which we...
Yeah, the Sapele Road
is also problematic.
It's something that we are going to tackle immediately. So a lot will be happening there. Because you can see the minister took his time, even at night. Edo people should be grateful to this man. This is not the only state in Nigeria that is paying so much attention to us. Now we are Lagos. I am happy to be a Lagos man.
Thank you, excellent. So, we've seen 100 days.
Yes.
What should we expect going forward?
Well, we are going to improve on our security. We are facing agriculture, back to farm initiative. Next week is going to be fire for farm. I'm going there by myself. If you wish to be part of our farm observers, you can come and observe us. We have to produce food for our people. It's part of our 5-point agenda.
Yes.
So we are set.
And there's a lot of money in agriculture now.
Yes. You see, we have fertile land here. My father used to say, don't put fertilizer because it will burn our crops. But because the way the climate has changed, so we need fertilizer. We will also appeal to the president and our minister for agriculture to support us in terms of fertilizer.
Let's talk about the election that you won and the tribunal that is looking into the matter. The narrative being put out there is that you rigged the election and you don't even want the tribunal to sit in Edo State. How confident are you that the tribunal will enforce the mandate that was given to you?
First of all, let me tell you, there was never PDP in Edo State. Look, you entered an election with a divided house. You have just 25% of your followers. Are you expect to win? You were, everybody, I don't know whether you watch TV on the eve of the election.
Yes.
You saw Obaseki with Ghana Must Go going to buy INEC staff. But the INEC commissioner refused because the man said, I want a free and fair election. Whoever wins, wins. I was waiting for whoever wins, wins. And I know by the grace of God, God is on my side, I was going to win. One, the people love me. Two, I'm not a transactional man, I'm a community builder. So how do you think people, Edo people will leave a community builder to go and vote for a transactional man? It's never done. Edo people have chosen their governor, and so be it by the grace of God. I trust in God. The tribunal, by the grace, I learned they're mopping up money to go and bribe tribunal people. But God is, I believe with God, all things are possible, and I have confidence that the judiciary, they've lived up to expectation. They will not take money to sell this judgment to anybody. I believe that God that created Edo State, that put Edo here, knows what is best for Edo people. And God will not allow our enemies to triumph over us. You can even see from the tribunal, the testimonies that are coming from there. My brother, somebody said, I'm going to give you 390 witnesses. Later they said, we'll give you 190 witnesses. At the end of the day, they brought only 18 in cross-examination. It was a free and fair election. Was there any form of rigging? Was there any form of attack that day? No. So you said there was overvoting in this place. Were you there? They said no. How did you know? Hearsay. Because they have media propaganda and they have money to pay social media. They have money to do that. I don't have money to do all these things. The money for Edo belongs to Edo. I'm using the money to develop Edo. I can't pay money for any nonsense. They were campaigning through the social media. They were doing this. But me, I was moving from village to village. I was knocking at people's houses. I knocked in one man's house. I said, who are you? I said, I am Akakomiza. I've come for you to vote for the progress of Edo people. He looked at me and he said, my son, we will vote for you. We have heard so much about you. So, and these guys were moving from pillar to pole, from one TV station to another. I don't know how to do that. They even say I don't know how to talk.
Yes.
I don't know whether
can't speak English.
That's what they said. I don't know whether I've just gone to India to buy battery to talk to you now.
Your Excellency, I want you to summarize your achievements in 100 days.
I don't even know where to start because I've done so much. And I don't want to blow my trumpet, but I'll just tell you, when we came in, we discovered that the issues that bordered on Edo people, most especially area of infrastructure. So we first of all moved into that. Roads were major problems to our people. There was a time that you have to leave. If you are traveling from Abuja, you get to after Okpebholo, or even before Okpebholo. You can't drive on the road anymore. From Ebu to Benin, you can spend 5 days. Trailers spend 5 days, 1 week on the road. But what we do is to first of all see how we can restore, stabilize the road. Today, I drove from here to Ekoma, the minister. Adams Oshomole, a full entourage. We spent only 45 minutes before we came into office, 3 hours. In fact, you have to look for alternative route. You have to go and pass Agbo for you to get to Isham. Yes, for you to get to Isham. Before you can now proceed to Auchi. Some people say, oh, we are not passing the outside. You have to go and pass Ugbo or Aziz. And that takes you another 3 hours or 4 to get to Auchi. But now you can do Auchi in 1 hour, 30 minutes. For me, I believe this is what I do.
You've made that road more motorable.
Motorable, perfect. If you, I wish you have time to tour with us. Then we talk about Tamboga. Tamboga is a erosion-prone area. If you see what we have done there, a lot has been achieved. So much. We are taking that Tamboga road, busting out at the university, from Ubomi straight to Aviele. We have awarded that road and work is ongoing. Then Ekpoma to Ubiaja was another eyesore. But that road is stabilized now, work is ongoing. So many roads. And
then you have this overhead.
The overhead bridge, I'm not even talking about that because that is a giant project that everybody, whether you are sleeping, you are not sleeping, everybody is applauding that project because this is the first flyover in Edo State. Somebody was there for 8 years, he couldn't even think of how to develop Edo. Instead of developing Edo, they are doing puppet infrastructure. You know? So we are here and we continue to work hard in infrastructure. Look at the health sector. The village center that for 2 years, Ministry of Health were struggling to have that established in Edo State. It's for South-South, but it has to be domiciled somewhere. In the wisdom of Mr. President, he felt he needed to do more for Edo people, even when the governor was not even APC. But he refused just to allocate land to them. The federal government said, just give us land. Every other thing, we will take care of it. But he refused.
What could be the reason for that?
Because he doesn't like the president, he doesn't like APC. He felt, I'm an island.
Wow.
During the presidential campaign, he didn't allow president's poster in Edo State, in Benin City especially.
I want you to talk about the states in which you met the education sector, because I've heard people say there were places where there was no roof, and I found some stories unbelievable. My
brother, Edo Best was a scam. I wish he would have called it Edo Worst.
Instead of
Edo Best. He would have called it Edo Worst because he met a system that was working in education. There was Oshomole's red roof. And he never followed the step of Oshomole. Oshomole fought to put him there. Offended so many people. Just because of him. But I don't know whether somebody like this can ever regret something in life. Because he shortchanged Edo people. When you get to schools, you cry. I was in Edo Best, where I met primary 1 and 2 in one class. 3 and 4 in one class. 5 and 6 in one class.
We combined the two.
Combined the two with a small tab. That's Edo Best. School where you have 2.5 teachers. When I mean half, principal is doing his work and doing teaching job. So you have 3 teachers. One of them is headmaster. So he's doing the headmaster job, he's doing teaching job. That is why I said 2.5. Then you sit in a classroom and see the sky.
No roof. What
No
if
roof.
it rains?
When it rains, that is my major concern. Then I asked one teacher, I said, when it rains, what happened? Before it starts raining, they will run into somebody's house.
In Edo State?
In Benin City, where he came from. Already I'm talking about.
Oh, that's the heart of town.
That is the heart of town. I'm not talking, Okpebholo is here. Get to Okpebholo, the same story.
So what do you intend to do about those schools now?
Well, we have started working. From our pictures, you can see what we are doing. Children, they are happy. We are happy. We are happy to be part of this school.
You're putting roofs on their heads.
Putting roofs on their head, renovating the school, providing seats for them. Now we are employing teachers.
You don't have enough teachers?
When I tell you that primary 1 to 6 have 3 teachers, and they have 3 classrooms.
And we have empirical evidence of this, but it looks like propaganda.
Evidence, I'm telling you, I didn't make this store alone. And I didn't do this store at night, in the daytime. Now we are renovating and building schools, providing toilet and borehole for primary schools.
So if in the heart of Benin City, we have this situation, have you toured the hinterland? Have you gone to the rural areas?
Like in my village now, let me tell you, I have been doing the community job there myself. I renovate school by myself in my community. Communities that don't have somebody like me, what happens? The same thing. When you go to local government, we don't have to go to the interior. At the local government headquarters, that is where you see this eyesore. The first one I saw when I was even campaigning, I entered that place was in Ovia.
Okada.
Yes.
That's a Grenadian's
place. Yes.
You mean the schools too?
The schools there, I'm telling you. I know why it's exempted.
This is funny.
I'm telling you. One day, please, I will invite you to Edo State. Just come and stay with me for 3 days. Then we'll go around. There are still schools now, as I'm talking to you.
Without roof.
Without roof.
That means there's so much work.
So much work to be done. Look at what we are doing now. We are fencing schools. Every school we go, we renovate, then we build new classrooms, then fence the school. Borehole, toilets.
Now, the issue is, where will you find the money to be able to do this massive infrastructure turnaround that you are planning?
Well, for me, I feel God will help us. God will help us. The internal generated revenue, we have even increased it now from the normal 6 billion without going to the commoners to 10 points, almost 11 billion.
From 6 billion?
From 6 billion. So that means even the revenue aspect of it, something people should find out what was happening with that aspect of the economy.
No,
so now what we are doing is, because we are not here to steal Edo money, what we are doing is, any cupboard that comes, we put it there. That way it will go a long way. That is why you are seeing what you are seeing, because nobody is inflating contract, nobody is doing this, nobody is doing that.
Now the people, there's a nickname that I have people call you.
Okpebholo Rescue.
The way the people have received you, tell me what it does for you.
Well, for me, anytime the people are meeting for the first time, calling Okpebholo Rescue and this, I feel like crying, because I felt I should do more
for the people.
For the people, because I take from the life of Adam Sushomole today. If anywhere he goes, oh, Shobaba. Why is he called Shobaba? Is it because he's a superstar? It's never as Noah. That is what I'm interested in. I want to be like Ambrose Ali, who died many years ago, and today he's still on.
Senator Shomole has stood firmly behind you. He's always seen around you. He's been giving you tremendous support. despite the fact that originally you were not his choice for the job of governor. And you described him as the leader of the, as the leader in Edo State currently. How much encouragement do people like Senator Shomole, Pastor Ize Iyamo give you to continue with this difficult task of running Edo State?
Yeah, the difficult task is not difficult because these people stood by me. Even when we did primary and that support was not there, but after primary, he put everything behind him. Ordinarily, if he was a bad leader, he would have continued fighting with that.
Yes.
You see the way he campaigned vigorously because he knows what he wants for Edo people. He realized that I was making a little mistake, but it wasn't a mistake he was making because everybody have a right to. So, and if you look at when all this whole thing were going on, you never heard me say anything wrong about him because I see him as a focused leader. And that is who he is. Today, I'm telling you that Oshomole is contributing a lot to this government. And I see the light. So I'm happy working with him. Pastor is there. He's supporting me also, seriously. You know, I'm getting a tremendous support. Not even only these people. Dubo is there. Senator Turoide is there. Charlie Temple. These are people that came from PDP to support us. Staunch PDP people that moved us from PDP, they supported us. That was what I keep telling people. PDP went into election with 25-27%. Philip Shaibu, all of them.
But they are saying that.
Ogbede Yama and Co.
But the PDP people continue to say you rigged the election.
Who rigged the election? Do I look like somebody that will rig the election?
That's what they are saying, sir.
They rigged the election. They were rigging the election. Did you see me in the INEC office? He went there with gallon must go of dollars. But the INEC commissioner said no. Everybody saw that on TV. Who claimed to be INEC returning officer, he was reading the result. Even at the tribunal, you see, one of them was asked, who won the election? He said, Senator Monday Okpebholo. Was he free and fair? He said, yes. Was there rigging? No. But they will go out on social media and start saying nonsense.
They are saying the results from Oredo and other places are inflated.
They have a witness from Oredo under cross-examination said there was nothing like that.
With their own witness.
With their own witness, they said yes, there's nothing like that, but there was one or two overvoting in the unit, which was from the unit that took it to the world level coalition center, and those results were cancelled. So the result that was cancelled is what you want somebody to re-cancel and for you to win the election. But PDP actually has not even said that I didn't win the election.
Oh.
I'm telling you the truth. You find out. They said I won the election with 10,000 votes. Remove this, about 370 units. Then they will win. So I don't know whether they are turning the judiciary to INEC.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thanks.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm happy to meet with you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, beautiful interview there. So, Biko, talk to me. What were your key takeaways? You know, having a chat with the governor. What makes him stand out this past time?
I think he is a homeboy. There are no airs about him. He doesn't speak great English, but he communicates, and his honesty is clear. You could see that he really wants to serve his people. He's not interested in flowery language. He has not even got it. That's the truth. But he is focused, and from what he has done in the 100 days and the things that he plans to do, I think he will be a good governor. I'm very confident from what I've seen. Zulum, 100 days in office for Governor Zulum, I was there and I announced to Nigerians that a governor who will really perform has come in just 100 days. And we now see it. This is a governor to watch.
Exactly.
Mark my words, this is a governor to watch.
He talked about something.
Oshomole said he tried in 8 years to revive Edo line. This person has revived it in 100 days. So it looks really promising.
He said some things on the education sector, the Edo best, and also how
called it Edo was. So it's just from the pictures we are seeing, it shows how bad things are.
Yeah, really terrible.
So it means that he has to declare a state of emergency on education, And I just like that BKO said something about communication. His own communication is just good governance. It's just selfless. He said practical governance. That is what he wants to do.
Action speaks louder than words.
Always on the field. And that is what Nigerians want. They don't want a governor who will sit in the and be speaking grammar. We don't want that.
And no working.
No working. This Edo best, then we are thinking it was the best thing that came to Nigeria. But look at it. We have now seen it clearly.
Exactly.
You can see it. I just like the fact that it's just selfless. You can see it has this openness. You can just see him from who he is. That is it. Thank God he's always going to the field, making sure that things are being done. He's not going to the office and sitting down.
Now that 100 days has passed, we look forward to
the
next 100 days and 1 year.
I was looking forward to interviewing him because I heard that he could not even read and write.
Exactly.
When he stumbled over those figures, there was nothing people didn't say.
But look at him.
Exactly. All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. Asukwa James. Appreciate you as always. Thank you so much. BKO.
Thank you.
Beautiful interview, by the way. Thank you so much for having this conversation. And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday for the longer version of Journalist Hangout from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless.